Is going on, Dolphins? It is your boy Dillon, and I'm back with you today. I got a couple things to report. Well, I got one thing to report, a roster move that was made, as well as there was an interview done by John Congemi with Ryan Fitzpatrick. So I'll have that on the end of this video. And you know, I realized just a bit ago when I was preparing myself for this video, I was like, man, this sucks. Now I actually, I'm gonna have to do all of Ryan Fitzpatrick's interviews because he's our quarterback. So yeah, that happened. Anyway, like I said though, I mean, he's certainly not the worst. Blake Bortles, they could have picked him up, and he actually ended up with the Rams, which is funny because fuck, if Jared Goff gets hurt and Blake Bortles has to go in, the Rams could be having a wonderful season and it could just totally go down the drain if he had to be their backup. But anyways, so yeah, I'm gonna have that for you at the end of this video though. Let me go ahead and get into the news. So look, I'm gonna be straight up with you. It's not a very exciting move. And I mean, it doesn't look like they're trying all that hard. You know, whatever. So anyway, they picked up Chris Reed. He's a center slash guard. He spent the last 4 years with the Jaguars. He did play in 25 games over that time period, but he only started in 8. 7 of Reed's starts came at left guard, with his lone start in 2018 at right guard. He was on the Jaguars practice squad for the 2015 season after originally entering the NFL as an undrafted college free agent with Jacksonville. Reed played collegiately at Minnesota, first team NCAA Division II All-American. So, I mean, look, you know, at the end of the day, this dude is nothing more than depth, really. He's depth. I mean, he's a veteran, you know, that they're bringing in, and we don't have an offensive line pretty much at all, so it's possible he could end up starting. We got rid of Ted Larson, we got rid of Josh Sitton, so guard is wide open. We have Jesse Davis still, who will probably or potentially start at right guard. Isaac Asiata, but he hasn't yet developed enough or proven that he's, you know, worth playing time. So he theoretically could end up starting for us, Chris Reed. But I mean, based off of his experience, his record, even back in, you know, college, I mean, he was Division II All-American. You know, he wasn't even a D1. But anyway, I mean, you know, look, and he was an outdoor national champion at throwing shot put. I mean, you know, it is what it is, right? So anyway, look, I mean, it's a pretty, like I said, I mean, this dude is basically just a backup, you know, and depth. So, I mean, we're missing 4 starters, 4 starting quality players on the offensive line. I don't know why people don't find that to be more troubling, you know? I don't know. Oh, wait. I'm sorry. That's right. I forgot. It's because people would rather blame the quarterback for the offensive line's deficiencies, faults, or just non-existence in this case. My bad. I'm sorry. I totally forgot. We should just always, forever place all the blame on the quarterback's shoulders, you know, and hate him for all eternity and, you know, cast him aside and, you know, whatever. Look, man, I don't get it. I don't get it. Anyway, so that's all I got for you guys. I'm gonna go ahead and toss you off to this interview with Ryan Fitzpatrick. You can see if it's, you know, gets you excited. You know, I'm not very excited by it, but you know, whatever. Look, at the end of the day, right? Because there's a lot of people all up in the comments like, you just got to get over it. Tannehill's gone. Gase is gone. First and foremost, y'all better believe I'm going to be following their careers. Because not that I need to. There's plenty of evidence to prove both Adam Gase and Ryan Tannehill have been very successful at what they do. Of course, you know, people only care about the wins and losses, right? Nobody, see, that's the, just real quick, tangents, man. Right? A quarterback is not just, I know everybody wants to think that the only metric that matters for a quarterback is their wins and losses, or a head coach, but I think that's total bullshit. But it's that kind of mentality why Adam Gase got fired prematurely and why Tannehill got traded and so on and so forth, because people want to, they basically, what ends up happening is they start with a solution or an end result, and then just make the factors in the equation fit to that end result, right? So like they go into it already having decided that, oh, you know, whatever, Ryan Tannehill's bad, and so I'm gonna find the, you know, one or two things that, you know, would prove my point, despite the fact that there's like hundreds and thousands of things that disprove my point. You know, whatever. Hey, man, fuck it. Look, I don't care, bro. You know, people can fucking be all up in their emotions. They can be all up in the fucking comments being stupid. I don't give a shit. Go for it. Let's do it, right? But at the end of the day, it is my job, my responsibility to make sure that I give y'all all of the facts and all of the context, right? So I'm going to report these things to you. And then, yeah, look, you know, it's also my job to give you an analysis and some perspective on it, right? My perspective, obviously. So some of this stuff obviously is my perspective. There's certain things that can't be argued, right? You know, but hey, that is my job. And so that is what I'm here to do. And that is what I will continue to do. You know, but I will not apologize to anybody. I will not be apologetic in the sense that I am going to give you all of this information, and that my evaluation is going to involve not just all of this information, the data, the statistics, the testimonials, right? All of the context, but in my evaluation, I am going to apply things like logic. Yeah, I'm going to be reasonable. I'm going to, you know, make sure that things make sense. That when you add, you know, factors together, and again, not just cherry picking facts or cherry picking certain statistics or information that prove my point. I'm going to give it to you, give all of it to you, regardless of whether it proves my point or not, because you need to know the full context. And so, but in my evaluations, I'm going to do my best to be as logical and precise and reasonable as I possibly can, while making sure that I utilize all of the facts, data, and full context. So, again, you know, I'm not going to apologize for that. So if people want to get on me for it, by all means. I've said it before, and I'll say it again. You know, unfortunately, with stuff like this, right, YouTube, really any kind of media, whatever, when you do this, one of the measures of your success is actually the number of haters you have as well. That's part of the context, the full context on whether or not a person is successful in endeavors like this, right? And things like this is not necessarily just the number of subscribers you got, but also the number of assholes and clowns and idiots that jump up in the comment section, you know, saying dumb shit just to fucking, you know, hate on somebody or, you know, whatever, right? So bring it on. Bring it on. Anyway, that's all I really got for you. Like I said, I'm gonna get you over to this Ryan Fitzpatrick interview. So I hope you guys, you know, like I said, you make up your mind for yourself. You decide on whether or not you think this is gonna, you know, be a thing. Also, too, look, man, if we were gonna be tanking, because there's been talk about, you know, if the Dolphins were really tanking and that was what their plan was, you know, bringing in Ryan Fitzpatrick could make you a little more competitive than what you want to be. I don't think we're gonna have a problem with being competitive meaning I don't think we're going to be at all. So I don't think that's really an issue, at least the way it stands right now. I mean, like I said, they haven't really done anything to make me, you know, feel excited about it. And Ryan Fitzpatrick certainly doesn't do that. But their point is he could win you maybe 1 or 2 games more than what you would want to if you're trying to get the #1 spot. I don't know. I don't really think that's going to be a problem if we don't have an offense, because he's not a quarterback that's going to change you for the better. In fact, I would actually say he's more of the quarterback that's going to change you for the worse, and that's why, especially considering the full context, you know. But anyway, look. Man, god damn it. I can't help it. I always got to go off on little side tangents. Look, I'm going to cut it right there. I'm really going to cut it right there and send you off to this interview because, man, like, as I go, I just literally will, like, think of other things along the way. It's a problem I got, man. I can talk, as I'm sure y'all know, and I just go off on, like, side points like it's nobody's business. So, all right, I'm getting out of here. I hope you guys enjoy my videos. If you do, make sure you hit the subscribe button. Make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you hit the bell if you want to get the alerts. Leave your questions, comments, and concerns down in the comment section. And as always, make sure you follow me on Twitter at Dillon Tartaro. And with that, I am out. I'll see y'all soon. Fins up.
Quarterback Ryan Fitzpatrick, newly to the Miami Dolphins. Welcome to Miami, first of all. And secondly, what intrigued you about the Miami Dolphins in coming and joining this football team?
I think first, just the opportunity to get on the field and play. It's something, you know, I love this game. I love being out there with the guys, and so that opportunity was one that piqued my interest. And, you know, I'm familiar with the AFC East. I've played a bunch of games. Love what they did to the stadium here, but I'm just excited to get to work with the guys and, you know, see what we can come up with this year.
A lot of excitement on the offensive side of the football, especially at wide receiver. A quarterback's best friend on the outside. You got guys like Albert Wilson and Jakeem Grant, Devontae Parker, Kenny Stills. You've got an exciting running back in Kenyon Drake. A lot of tools at the quarterback's disposal. Have you got a chance to look at those guys on film from the other side of the field and possibly what you see in those guys?
Well, I've been a fan from afar for a little bit now, but explosiveness, I mean, the run after the catch, I think, is what jumps out at you. But as we get going here, we're all going to be swimming a little bit in a new offense and trying to get familiar with that and get familiar with each other. But you know, I've been able to work with a lot of different guys in my career on different teams and different systems, so I think we'll do a nice job of working together and getting on the same page early.
And even though you have a wealth of experience being in different offenses, you're working with a first-time head coach in Brian Flores, but a guy that has a lot of experience is your quarterback coach in Jim Caldwell. Maybe some experiences with him, or you get to talk with him over the last couple of days. How excited are you to work with those two guys?
I'm really excited, and Coach Caldwell, I've loved watching him from afar. You know, it seems like nothing ever really bothers him. You know, it seems like he's never had a bad day. So excited to work with him, and just meeting with Coach Flores and talking to him the last few days. A young guy with a lot of energy. A few other guys on the offensive staff that I've worked with at other stops. But I'm excited. I mean, this is something that for me, kind of towards the tail end of my career, to have an opportunity like this. They don't come by often, and I'm really excited about it.
Well, I know one other guy you're probably excited to meet on the defensive side is Minkah Fitzpatrick. We heard a lot about the Fitz Magic last year. We've got one here in the locker room. We just want to know, is that going to be a tug of war once you get to meet Minkah?
No, I'm excited to meet him. I mean, that all got blown up last year, but I got to find out if we're related or not. I haven't seen him at any family reunions yet, right. So we'll see. But I'm excited to meet him along with the other guys on the squad.
Well, welcome to Miami. Good luck to you. Can't wait to see you on the field in 2019.
Thank you.
You got it.
Alright guys, so you've reached the end of my video, you've reached the end of the interviews, and I hope you guys enjoy my video. If you do, make sure you hit the subscribe button, make sure you hit the like button, make sure you hit the bell if you want to get the alerts. Leave your questions, comments, and concerns down in the comment section, and as always, make sure you follow me on Twitter at Dillon Tartaro. And with that, I am out. I'll see y'all soon. Fins up.